Bitcoin is really the P2P decentralized one because you have small node. Everyone can have a small node, but in Ethereum they have much bigger node. You need like a data center, a bigger computer to host that. And I think there's another one is Ethereum you have an account, but Bitcoin is all address, so it's like different model. It's more complicated, but you can like you know.
I can keep creating addresses.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, like just you said.
I mean, it's the UTXO model versus the
Yes.
account-based model. I mean,
So
UTXO is like you have coins like money and paper like real cash, and account-based model is more like the banking system. But in practice, I mean, the difference was always, like the argument by Bitcoiners was always, okay, this UTXO-based model is better because of privacy. But in practice, the privacy differences are not that big because in these kind of like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you both have to use mixers if you want to stay private. So if you want to buy drugs or like anything that where you have a direct repercussion from the government, then you would need to mix your coins first with these kind of tools. But there's also different blockchains that or different cryptocurrencies that have on the first layer that encrypt every transaction and make sure there's privacy of senders and receivers, so it's totally like cash.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I would say that account-based is more
I think
fragile, I think, because like
that's
they
the
can
argument.
sanction and they rely on all their financial history.
Yes.
There's their most product. They can I can airdrop. I can do those devices, right? But the problem is privacy problem, right? You reveal all your previous transactions.
But I mean, that's the same issue with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, you also have the issue that you can link the coins because you know from
chain analysis
like where the coins go. And I mean, there are mixes like for example, there's Samurai Wallet. Like maybe you know about Samurai Wallet.
Yes.
And they are really
Wasabi.
serious, but Wasabi is compromised. So
exactly.
you can say, okay, Samurai is the one. Like if you want to do activism or whatever, you should rather depend on Samurai.
And I think this discussion, if I may bring back to the human rights context, Bitcoin is not the most anonymous or private. It's not the most private design of cryptocurrency. However, it is the most decentralized, which causes it to become the most indestructible network.
Is why we're trying to solve the privacy issue.
So it can track
So I
your
just sent,
cell phone, but not necessarily your
address
or your personal.
And nobody in the world knows that.
Yes, please.
So basically how Bitcoin network works, computers like people.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people like sitting in a
No
room
government can stop
with everybody with a paper in front of them, and this paper records transactions. So,
And the only
so
way, you know, you can back up this whole
going back
install it on
to-
your
My name
phone,
is
you can install it on
Yahweh,
your
and I give you $10,
Yeah.
and the record will just say, maybe
So
the
the real
code
world
give
is
you
what
$10.
is called
To another code.
yeah.
Yahweh
So,
will not appear.
So
on
You will
the
not
Yeah.
appear unless you happen to get that $10 Bitcoin from a centralized exchange that linked to your name.
Or what if, I know in China, if you want to apply for telecom service or cell phone, you have to give the
You
name
can
to
just
the
send them
company.
Bitcoin and they will give you a Amazon.
So in terms of,
a,
correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, actually if you want to elaborate on that, it doesn't.
You know, you can buy your 5 minutes.
Yeah, you would also have to use Tor. Like if you want to stay safe, you also if you want to use Bitcoin and you want to pay someone and not be tracked, then you also have to use Tor to be sure that your IP address is hidden from the people you transact with.
there's many layers to it.
Perfect,
Yes.
right? It's still-
There's many layers to it. So first there is what is stored on the blockchain. So the ledger that everybody has in front of them, recording, this is the transaction 1, the transaction 2, transaction 3. And basically this is from where to where, these addresses, and how much money. And that added up, you can find out how many addresses and how much money which every address has. But it's UTXOs, but I won't get into that. And then the other part is, how do people communicate? So it's people seeing recording ledger. So people need to talk. So there's actually two aspects to it. There is the actual blockchain that everybody sees, and there is who is doing talking. And we both need to talking part, like sorry, don't know your name, but you can use things like Tor or like maybe VPN, I don't know, stuff like that to like cover you up. But the blockchain, you need formulate your transaction in a way where it's very hard to find out the intention of this transaction, basically.
And that's also another reason why I'll get to
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
That's also a reason why Human Rights Foundation also teach activists how to use Tor, for example.